Hi everyone, welcome to Business on the Treasure Coast. I'm Bob Leone with Acquisition Experts, and today we have a very special guest with us today. I have Mr. Tolby Overdorf. He's a member of the Florida House of Representatives, founder of Crossroads Environmental Consultants, currently with EDC Engineering Firm. And Tolby, welcome.
Thank you so much. Appreciate that.
Thanks for coming on today. I couldn't think of anybody better to tell our listeners why it's such a great place, the Treasure Coast, to be in business. And you've been in business here a long time. Mm-hmm. So why don't you share with our listeners today all about it?
Well, you know, I moved here roughly 1995. And so I'm just about a native in Florida standards now. About 25 years I've been here. And established Crossroads Environmental, as you talked about. But further from that, I'm now part of a larger firm called Engineering, Design, and Construction, which is EDC. We work literally from Jacksonville to Miami, but our sweet spot is really the Treasure Coast, and have just a ton of projects right now in St. Lucie County, as well as Martin and Indian River County. A lot of what we do is our development works and development projects, everything from single-family stuff to we work on very large developments. The largest in our bailiwick right now is about 43,000 acres that we're working on.
Wow!
All the way down to the quarter acre and single-family, if you will. So there's a variety of different things, obviously, that we do, and we're seeing a lot of different opportunities. And I have a background that includes a master's degree in biology as well as an environmental MBA. And then through the years of experience with myself and my partners, we've been able to really help clients to navigate through the issues of approvals, as well as to really trying to make their business and their businesses function in such a way that they're now able to be successful in the climate they're in. And this also includes coordination with a variety of economic councils that are in the region, a variety of skilled training that we're able to put them in touch with. And then on the legislative side, I've now been able to expand upon that skills training, expand upon the different things that are available to businesses in the region here. And this also includes everything, most recently, from CARES funding and CARES Act funding, the PPP loans to keep some of the businesses in play, and then expanded educational opportunities. So we're really kind of our firm is comprehensive. I guess you would say that our legislative office is comprehensive. So you get all kinds of things in one stop right here.
So let me ask you a question. You said you cover from Jacksonville to Miami, but your sweet spot is right here, our little home called the Treasure Coast. And that's kind of my same territory.
Right.
I'm not going to go to Jacksonville or Miami for a $50,000 sale of a business, but I cover that area, and I've had business in those areas. Why the Treasure Coast? Because I love the Treasure Coast. I've been here almost 30 years. Why is this your sweet spot?
Well, it's such an opportunity right now for business expansion and home expansions here locally. We have a tremendous amount of folks that are moving here from the Northeast, from the Midwest, and they're finding that our area here for better education, our education component has gone. Last year we did a bill that put our starting teacher salaries from number 26 in the nation to number 5 in the nation. So we have done incredible leaps in our education. St. Lucie County itself has leaped forward in education for their standards across the state of Florida. So that base is there, number one. Number two, land costs are low. When you're looking at land costs in the Northeast or the Midwest, it's much more significant than what we're finding here in the Treasure Coast. Your development costs are lower. The approvals were the local governments have been amazing in how they're working with us. The state government also has been amazing. So that avenue to start a business is going. Last year we dealt with a lot of certificate of occupancies. We dealt with a lot of other things that are impediments to business within the state of Florida, and we've actually been able to remove a lot of those impediments and those barriers for entry, if you will, that are out there. Additionally, we've worked on a variety of financing issues for businesses, and again, that skilled training. Right here in Treasure Coast, we've got Indian River State College, Indian River State College is a fantastic training facility. They do everything from welding to mechanical to plumbing, across the board, AC technicians. So that workforce is now also available within the Treasure Coast. So if you're starting a business here, if you're trying to keep a business going, we are going to and continue to have that skilled workforce that's here for you. And that's one of the areas that I'm emphasizing as we go forward to the next little bit here is continuing on that skilled training.
Excellent. I see in your background here, you've been president of Palm City Chamber. You've been on the board of directors of the Leadership of Florida, St. Lucie County Economic Development Council. That's one of my favorites. Tell me a little bit about that.
So what it's really done in being a part of these different organizations, it's given me exposure to businesses from small to large to regional to literally international. And specifically with the St. Lucie County Economic Development Council and the St. Lucie County Chamber, they have worked together to focus on businesses here in St. Lucie County. Both Teresa Aronson and Pete Tesh have done a great job in putting businesses first and really lining them up
Absolutely.
to be successful. We have a great amount of opportunities right now. Pete Tesh has put forward some programs that all around the St. Lucie County Airport. There's some great opportunities there around the Treasure Coast Business Center, which is along Kings Highway, and the whole Kings Highway corridor is really taken off now. So, and these opportunities are there. I've brought a couple of different opportunities to the Economic Development Council in St. Lucie, and they have taken off with it. Teresa, on the other hand, at the Chamber, she's taken existing businesses and really promoted them, really helped them to grow, and they've done a great job there. So both of these organizations have worked well together, and then you combine that with, say, Martin County and the Martin County Chamber there, Palm City Chamber, Martin County Development Group there, the Economic Council with Ted Astolfi. They've done just a fantastic job down there, and now we're finding that these two groups are kind of working together regionally and finding transportation issues, finding educational issues, finding housing opportunities. So instead of having your own little playground, now this is expanded, and again, the Treasure Coast, instead of the world becoming flat, the Treasure Coast is becoming flat. We're seeing fiber coming out of Indiantown. I just talked to ITS, where they're now expanding the fiber opportunities, and the Cat 5 and higher speeds are being brought from Indiantown to Tradition to other places there. Whereas before, again, these are small microcosms, but now we're having an area where it's expanding, and we're having this the technology come out, as well as the business experience, as well as the opportunities for skilled workforce. So, I mean, the Treasure Coast is ripe and raring to go. Absolutely it is. And we're seeing it every day. I mean, we're seeing, we get calls all the time for new opportunities. The Tradition Park and Tradition Commerce Center is absolutely growing. We have 2 new facilities that are going in there that we can't even talk about right now because they're so new and so hot. But we've just expanded manufacturing jobs in there. And again, these are things that did not exist here 10 years ago. And now we are absolutely taking off. And St. Lucie County is becoming the place within the state of Florida for new manufacturing, even medical research. We're seeing the Cleveland Clinic just expanded their facilities. They've taken over the old vaccine and gene therapy building, and now they're expanding there. We have the Florida International University has come up and partnered with Torrey Pines. So their molecular institute there has now grown and has a long-term significant partner there. So again, one thing after another, you're seeing line up. The building blocks of which we laid years and years and years ago, all of it now is coming to fruition. And we're seeing, even the other day, the business climate is getting better. The city of Port St. Lucie voted to lower their millage rate. And so we'll hopefully see continued work towards lowering millage, not only within the city, but hopefully the county commission will now finally also look to lower their millage as we move forward. Wow,
That's all unbelievable. You know, I've been here in St. Lucie County for almost 30 years. And ever since I came here, you know, I heard, oh, St. Lucie County's going to pop, St. Lucie County's going to pop, and it's popping.
It sure is.
It's popping more than it ever has. And I'll close on this note. You know, COVID-19 has been a big impact to our country. many areas around the country have been devastated. But from our aspect, from business brokers, we actually got busier through COVID-19 because of the CARES Act. You mentioned some of the things that happened through COVID. CARES Act put in that little piece that if you bought an SBA qualified business and you got it closed by September 27th, which was Sunday, you got 6 months of payment on your interest and principal. That brought big buyers out from all over the country coming in, and we're still dealing with them. And now, that's had an impact on the Treasure Coast because these people just came out of nowhere. So I get a lot of calls every day from people from all over the country. We're getting the Midwest North, we're getting the Northeast, and they're looking for businesses, and all they know is Florida. So they go on BizBuySell, BizQuest, and they go through the internet and they see businesses in Tampa, Miami, Naples, Jacksonville, wherever. And I'm the broker here on the Treasure Coast. From a state representative's point of view, why would we direct them? Why would you direct them into the Treasure Coast as opposed to maybe some of those other areas? What's special here?
I think that's a great question. It's given me a unique position to be able to look at a variety of different projects throughout the state. And here on the Treasure Coast, we have everything from a private deep water port to a great transit on both I-95 and the Turnpike run right through this area here. We also have rail that comes through here through two different rail lines, both CSX as well as East Coast. And so there's a variety of different opportunities here that don't exist anywhere else.
Right.
We also have the emerging electronics, whether it be fiber, etc. Power sources are great here. FPL has done a fantastic job in putting power lines underground, as well as providing the resources, whether it be solar, nuclear, or other. They just created a new power facility out towards Okeechobee in the western edge of St. Lucie. So all of those things are available. Plus, we've got land. And when I look at other municipalities around with land that's adjacent to I-95 or the Turnpike or rail, they don't exist as well as they do here on the Treasure Coast. Additionally, if you're looking at existing businesses, you want to look at a return on investment, of course. I mean, that's what everybody wants to look at. All right, if I put this much in, how am I going to get much out?
Correct.
You look at our growth rates here on the Treasure Coast and what we're doing, it is phenomenal. As far as the number of people that are moving here every day, the opportunities that present themselves, new businesses that are emerging as a result, and then so that initial investment is going to get a larger yield as you move forward because of that growth, because of the opportunities, and of course you have to grow it correctly as we know. But I think it's a unique opportunity that we have here on the Treasure Coast rather than in some other municipalities around that already may have established land holdings, etc. Miami has some great opportunities, but they don't necessarily have the land to be able to build or expand like you want to. And the tax base there is also very different than what we have here on the Treasure Coast and the basis. So the barriers for entry are much lower here, in my opinion, and the opportunities are endless throughout the Treasure Coast. So I think that's why you're getting the calls, and that's why I would steer people towards this area. I do want to tell you one story. We had a gentleman that called us from Brazil. And he has a company that he acquired various nodes of it from literally all over the country. He's got some in Arizona and Tennessee, Michigan, and he's got one plant in North Florida. Well, he comes out from Brazil. He comes in and out of Orlando a lot and has a home up that way. So he wanted something where he could bring all those companies together in one campus and then be able to then to see it, and it comes up here to Orlando, and not have to get on another plane and go to see the others.
Right.
So the Treasure Coast is exactly what presented that opportunity to him, and they are 100% moving forward with really examining the opportunity to bring all those businesses right here. And what an opportunity for our region and for our state to not only gain one business, if you will, but we're actually gaining 5 separate businesses into one area and expanding that tax base as well, all because we're close to airports, we're close to freight, we're close to everything across the board in that electronics. So that's why I think the Treasure Coast is really growing and why you're getting all the calls for various businesses to come here.
Thanks, Toby. And, you know, that's the fact of it, is that the Treasure Coast is a hot spot. I was told that 25 years ago when I was a student at IRSC or CC. David Sullivan was a professor there, and he told us about, you know, this is the spot. You know, we have airways, we have railways, we have an international seaport. It's the place to be in business. So if you're out there and you're looking to buy a business, give me a call, Bob Leone, 772-621-0528. We've covered a lot of subjects. Is there anything you'd like to tell our listeners about your upcoming elections or anything in that area?
Well, as you're aware, we have an election that is moving forward right now. Our seat is currently up for re-election. I am the only candidate on the Republican side for District 83. I'm currently the only Toby on the ballot as well. So it's a very easy name to remember, Tolby Overdorf, and you know, we've done a great job in really getting out there and kind of publicizing what we're doing and how we're doing it. We'd like to continue this opportunity to serve, and so November 3rd, please remember Tolby Overdorf on your ballot.
Very good. Toby, thanks so much for being with us today, and thank you for listening. We'll see you next time.